I am back here in Vancouver Airport, about to board this 787 Dreamliner in business class. And I'm kind of rushing right now because we had about, 30 minutes to connect from the USA? Yeah, so we'll see how this plane goes. My travels so happened to bring me back to this airport. And before hopping on the plane, let's talk about the flight I'm taking. The Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner is the newest of Air Canada's wide-body aircraft, and it's a staple used mainly for the long-haul routes. Since its maiden voyage in 2015, this plane now flies to over 30 destinations in 5 of the world's continents. Domestically, it's used for flights between Canada's major hubs: Calgary, Edmonton, Montreal, Vancouver, and Toronto, the latter 2 of which is my route today. As I mentioned earlier, I was connecting from the United States. Sadly, at this airport, airside international connections were closed, so I had to hastily pass through security again. On their website, Air Canada likes to mention they were named the best airline in North America, as well as the best business class in North America. So I was excited to see what the hype was about. Hopefully it won't disappoint. Unfortunately, I couldn't test out Maple Leaf Lounge for this business class flight, which is free along with the fare that you pay, or however much points you book the flight with. So hopefully I can review that in the future. Anyways, let's begin to board this plane. In addition to the lounge, a business class ticket also includes priority check-in, security, and baggage handling. Hi there. Nice. Safe? Yes. Just around the corner. On the 787, there are a total of 30 signature class seats, making up 8 rows. These are laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration, where window seats face away from the aisle, while the 2 middle seats face towards each other. This arrangement, called reverse herringbone, is often used in other modern business class layouts, due to its optimal design in that each seat allows for direct aisle access. Air Canada brands its wide-body aircraft business cabin as Signature Class, with its key feature being the executive pod with the lie-flat seats. In contrast, for their narrow-body planes, or the smaller planes used on shorter routes within North America, that cabin is just called Business Class, and those have recliner seats. While the 2 middle seats seem to be the obvious choice for those traveling as a pair, note that the divider between them does not go down. This is typical for Air Canada's 787 and 777 planes. It's quite a strange design choice if you ask me. You'd have a bit of a difficult time having a normal conversation with the other. In fact, we decided on 2 window seats because of this, and that's why I chose seat 7K. It's good that Air Canada chose to have direct aisle access for their newer business class layouts, because I'd imagine, let's say, a 2-2-2 configuration where there were 2 people on each side on the window seats. That would mean on a lie-flat layout, one person would have to climb over the other in order to reach the aisle. And I thought that this would be very inefficient and annoying to the other person if you were to say, wake them up or something. So having this direct aisle access, it really is the way forward for these types of aircraft. This is great. Honestly, it feels like a cocoon of space. And there's just enough width for you to move out if you want to walk out. Now let's take a closer look at the seat, its features, and our onboard amenities. I like the aesthetic of the seat. Minimalistic but classy. I'm a fan of the salt and pepper look, and I don't mind the fabric texture either. In terms of size, the seats are 4 inches wider than those in economy class. In front is the large 18-inch IFE screen. I'm waving my legs to show I'm not even close to reaching the footrest underneath. I'm 5'6" or 167 centimeters. Great news for you tall folk. On both sides there is some storage space, and on the right is the literature pocket and life vest location. Moving up, we can see that there is no window cover. Instead, the window tint has 5 levels of adjustment, depending on how much light you want to let in. Apart from this button, it can be controlled using the nearby screen, its functionalities of which I'll show later. Here, there is a reading light, with small LEDs to indicate its location when dark. The head pad is a faux leather with an embroidered Air Canada sigil. Interestingly, the seatbelt comes with this thick padding. Over to the left, there's an adjustable armrest and more storage. Up above, there are 2 more reading lights and 2 air nozzles as well. Lifting this section of the seat reveals even more storage. There's also the remote to control the screen, a 110-volt power socket, a USB-A plug, and the headphone jack. I don't see myself ever using the remote since touchscreen is so much easier to use. It's a nifty little area to store your devices without taking any table space. The tray table is aluminum but has an imitation wood look and can slide and fold out as shown. Along with the water bottle, you are given a menu and a beverage list. The flight attendant walks around and asks if you want a pre-flight beverage, as well as your choice between the meat or vegetarian dish for meal service later. I ended up going with the chicken breast over the vegetarian couscous, which we'll see later. Every passenger, including those in economy class, receives the same Clean Care Plus kit, containing a face mask, 2 sanitary wipes, and a small bottle of hand sanitizer. They also give out these noise-canceling headphones. They're passive, meaning there isn't any internal software to block out noise, and relies on the tight seal around your ears and its material construction. It's decent. I mean, it blocks out a bit of the plane's engine noise, but nowhere near what you'd experience with some of the state-of-the-art brands. It's way better than earphones though. I wonder what this is. A mattress pad, a plush duvet, and this large pillow were handed to me. The pillow was quite, fat. I do prefer thinner pillows. It's nice to see Air Canada giving these out for just a 4-hour flight though. Taking a look at the control screen, I was quite amused by the amount of adjustments you can make. For ambience, you can control the window tint, the reading light above, and another by the footrest. For service, you can call the flight attendant, set to Do Not Disturb, or allow them to wake you during meal service. For comfort, you can adjust the firmness of the mattress, or whether you want a massage for your head or back. I honestly didn't feel one much even on the max setting though. I feel like they should improve the massage functionality. Lastly, you can control the seat orientation on the screen, but you can do this for the physical buttons on the left if you're feeling lazy. Give me all the massage, please! So far, very nice service. I just had a chat with a pilot actually. He just walked by and it's very nice. Like, they're very nice attendants, very nice people, so I'm honestly very impressed. They told me to take a look out the window right when you take off to get a view of all the Rocky Mountains again, so we'll do that. For today's lunch, we have chicken breast in a creamy porcini sauce, a chini de pepe pasta, and broccoli. On the side, we have smoked salmon with Asian pear, apple, and wasabi vinaigrette, along with a mixed green salad with a small bottle of olive oil, as well as bread and butter. Note that I'm not a picky eater at all, and I tend to eat anything served to me. The chicken was good. It was tender and I liked the cream sauce. Nothing amazing, but tasted like something they'd serve in the lounge. I wasn't a fan of the mixed green salad at all, and was a bit bland to my taste. The piece of bread they gave was pretty hard to chew, and they can definitely improve on that. The smoked salmon appetizer, however, was my favorite part of the meal, and was delicious. The menu did say the chicken comes with pasta, but I was given couscous instead. Not sure what happened there. Overall, it was a good meal. Wasn't the best, but for sure wasn't the worst. For dessert, there is a choice of cheese and crackers or an Nanaimo bar. Naturally, I chose both to appease my sweet tooth. They were pretty good. Later on in the flight, they give out some snacks, namely a bag of original potato chips and a bar of dark chocolate. Trying out the lie flat seat, it takes about 15 seconds to fully deploy. If you have a bag stored underneath, you may need to reposition it to avoid any conflict. Lying down, I still don't reach the footrest. I'm currently in the lie flat configuration, and it's very comfy. I like it. Honestly, I wouldn't complain much. Just the fact that there is a lie flat seat is very good, but I definitely sleep on this for the next 14 hours if I had to, with no complaints. There are 3 lavatories accessible to Signature Class, 1 at the front near the pilots, which is the smallest, and 2 at the back behind the cabin, which is the one I'm currently in. They're all designed similarly, with the aesthetic maple tree wallpaper, as well as Vitruvi brand hand wash, hand cream, and face mist on an Air Canada branded holder. There's also a hands-free flushing mechanism, a diaper changing table, and a window exclusive to these larger lavatories. You can also play with its tint button while you do your business. Overall, my trip on Air Canada's Signature Class on their 787 Dreamliner left me fulfilled and impressed. The intuitive reverse herringbone cabin layout, advanced, spacious, and comfortable seat, and hospitable service were aspects that stood out for me. The lunch meal can definitely be improved though, especially the bread and salad, and I'm still questioning why the middle seat divider isn't adjustable. I'll stick to windows for now. While I can't comment on the airline's claim of best business class in North America, as I haven't flown them all, I'm sure it'd be an even better experience on a long-haul international route. Domestically though, Signature Class represents a fantastic way to travel in style, and it's a product Canadians should be proud of, as Air Canada is the national carrier. And we're here in Toronto. Thank you for watching the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for future content and future flight reviews. Until next time, I'll see you then.